Most people assume overthinking is just thinking too much. But if you've ever lived inside an overactive mind, you know it's not thinking. It's drowning in thoughts you never ask for and often wish you could silence. Overthinking isn't a habit. It's a survival system your brain built, often long before you even realized it was happening. Today, we're going inside the mind of the overthinker to understand what's really going on beneath the surface. Why the overthinking brain never rests. Overthinking usually begins as a coping mechanism. When someone grows up in an environment where things felt unpredictable, emotionally, socially, or even physically, the brain learns to stay alert. It starts scanning for danger long after the danger is gone. So overthinking becomes a way to predict outcomes, avoid mistakes, prevent conflict, or stop rejection before it happens. People who overthink aren't dramatic. They're people whose nervous systems are trained to stay 2 steps ahead because at some point, falling behind wasn't safe.
The fear behind every overthought scenario. Most overthinking comes from one thing: fear of regret, fear of making the wrong choice, fear of losing something, fear of disappointing someone, fear of being misunderstood, fear of repeating a painful experience. So the mind tries to rehearse every possible outcome as if the right combination of thoughts could guarantee safety. But all it guarantees is exhaustion. Overthinkers don't want to think this much. They want certainty, and overthinking feels like the only way to get it. Why overthinkers feel responsible for everything? There's a pattern most overthinkers share. They take responsibility for things that were never theirs to carry. If someone is upset, they assume they caused it. If someone goes silent, they assume they did something wrong. If plans fall apart, they assume they could have prevented it. This comes from a deeper belief planted long ago. If I think hard enough, I can control outcomes. But the truth is, the more they try to control everything, the more they lose control of their own peace.
The hidden loneliness of overthinkers. People who overthink often appear calm on the outside, quiet, collected. They choose their words carefully, think before they speak, and avoid unnecessary conflict. But internally, they're carrying conversations that never happened, arguments that don't exist, and fears no one ever sees. Overthinkers spend so much time analyzing other people's feelings that they rarely express their own. This leads to a specific kind of loneliness, the loneliness of feeling misunderstood, even when surrounded by people. Why overthinkers struggle to make decisions. Overthinking creates mental paralysis, because when every path feels like a potential disaster, choosing nothing feels safer than choosing wrong. This is why overthinkers take so long to decide even simple things: what to say, what to text, what to wear, when to speak up, whether to stay or walk away. Every decision feels heavier because they feel responsible for the outcome.
The truth overthinkers need to hear. Overthinking is not a flaw. It's not a weakness. It's a form of emotional intelligence that went into overdrive. Overthinkers feel deeply, notice details others overlook, sense shifts in tone, behavior, and energy that most people miss. But the same mind that protects you can also trap you when it forgets it's allowed to rest. The goal isn't to stop overthinking. It's to understand it. Because the moment you understand why your brain does what it does, you stop fighting yourself and start healing yourself. Closing message. If you're an overthinker, remember this. Your mind is not your enemy.
It's a protector that forgot the world has changed. You don't need to silence your thoughts. You just need to guide them. Gently, patiently, like teaching an old guard dog that it no longer needs to bark at every sound. This is Unseen Psyche, where we uncover the hidden layers behind the behaviors people rarely talk about. If this spoke to you, you're not alone, and you're not broken. You're just human, with a mind that cares a little too much.